Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Sending out resumes with no response can be frustrating and exhausting. Our next guest says she can provide a no-nonsense roadmap to landing not just any job, but the right job for you. We welcome the co-author of the upcoming book, Straight from the Grapevine, How to Crush Your Job Search, employment recruiter Rachel Sheer. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, tell me what it's like out there right now, first of all, because we hear about what sounds like so much turmoil, so much turnover. It sounds stressful for job seekers right now.
Yeah, it really is. Things have changed a lot recently. And, I would say it's a cautious market. It's not a collapse, but it's cautious. And we're seeing the trend of job huggers right now, which means people are really holding tight to the jobs that they have. Where they feel safe, where they feel secure, and they're not as likely to go out and hit the job market if they don't have to. People are being a lot more picky, and the job hiring cycles are a lot longer because people want to make very careful hires at the moment. It
That
is
all
different.
sounds like a lot to navigate, so good thing you're here
Yeah.
to help us today. So
Mhm.
tell me about this concept of career wellness and prioritizing long-term success.
Yeah, we think it's really important for job alignment, which is meaning you're in the right job for you, where you feel really, aligned with what you want to be doing. And that's something kind of new. I feel like people used to sort of hop around job to job for growth. And right now, people are really looking to make good matches on both ends. So it's not just the employer hiring the employee, it's also the employee interviewing the employer to make sure it's a right match and a long term fit. That's a priority right now.
What if you're a job seeker right now and you're just going through it? It is so tough and you feel like you're about to lose your mind. How do you not completely spiral in those really tough moments?
It's hard and it's overwhelming, and it's stressful and it's difficult and it can take a toll on your mental health. And so what we always tell our candidates is, you know, give yourself permission to take some time off. So time blocks are really important. Set aside time. Okay, I'm going to look for a job for these 5 hours today. Then I'm going to give myself 2 hours to have a nice lunch, sit outside, take a walk, whatever it might be. Make a phone call, reconnect with someone who's going to boost your confidence. Have that balance so you're not so overwhelmed and discouraged because it is really stressful.
What about the importance of mentorship? I mean, it can be such a huge impact, but it feels like it's kind of hard to come by those really important connections sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to dig back into your old network, right? And find somebody that you used to work for who knows you and really values you and knows your work ethic. And either it's to connect with them to see if they have any opportunities for you, or if they have any friends that might know of somebody looking, or for just a confidence boost when you're feeling discouraged, tap back into your network, who mentored you. Maybe you can look at your reference list. That's like a great place to start, and just find that one person that knows you and can kind of vouch for you and makes you feel and sort of remember, I'm valuable.
That can make such a big difference in your entire
Definitely.
experience. What about you're one of
Yeah.
these people, you've sent out 1,000 resumes, nobody's biting. How do you get that piece of paper noticed by somebody?
It's hard, in this day and age. You have to think that people who are looking, hiring managers, employees, they're looking through so many resumes now. It's overwhelming. LinkedIn, there's so much noise. So I think an important thing to remember to stand out is, first off, you get about maybe 10 seconds of attention on your resume. So you want to make sure it's not your life story. It's your highlight reel, we'd like to say. Really polish it and make sure it fits the job description for the specific job that you're looking for. And you'll have to keep tailoring it to make sure it's right so you stand out. And another thing that we say is, you want to highlight the things that you've accomplished in the job, not just, I was a social media manager, but instead, maybe in my first year, I raised their social media following by 40%, some sort of actionable metrics that you can, really promote. And I think that makes you sort of stand out from the rest who are just sort of putting the title down of what they've done.
Yeah, that kind of statistic really tells a story. Okay, really quickly, you
Yeah.
mentioned these long, drawn-out hiring processes.
Yeah.
Sometimes do you have to just know, hey, this isn't worth it. I gotta walk away from this.
Yeah, sometimes you do have to walk away from it. It's overwhelming and sometimes it's too much. And if you feel like, they're just kind of pushing the can down and nothing's really happening, you might remove yourself. That might be an indication to you that this is not a job that you're aligned with. You feel like you're getting pulled and pushed in different directions and it's overwhelming you. It's okay to say, you know what? I'm going to remove myself. This is not good for my mental health. And it's also an indication of how it might be working at that company or for that employer.
Absolutely. All great advice. Thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, the book again is called Straight from the Grapevine, How to Crush Your Job Search. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com.